Good morning, friends. How is everybody? So I wanted to record something. I'll show you first where I am. It's this really great place in Cusco City called the Black Llama. It's a hostel, but it also has a coffee shop, a place you can come in for breakfast. They have activities every night. I found it to be a really comfortable place for me to come and hang and think and do content creation. But what I wanted to share is something that it's taken me some weeks to figure out. So this month, I'm sorry for the background noise. This month here in Cusco is, and into next month, is carnivales, right? Lots of partying and activities all around, not all around, but a lot around the Catholic religion and different saints and things like this. But I was having a very hard time figuring out like where and when things are happening and why. Why is it so difficult to figure out? And I would be provided calendars and look at them. But what I've learned is that like neighborhoods are called barrios. And just a moment, yes?
I have only juice and I have watermelon.
Watermelon's
Yeah?
great. Thank you. Um, the different barrios, the different neighborhoods have their celebrations like at different times. So you think, well, okay, doesn't that happen the same time every year? Why isn't that on a calendar, right? So what I learned is like, say, in neighborhoods, barrios, people will be in charge of that year, and then the next year they might be in charge of something different. It's like a volunteer kind of, I don't completely understand it, but the point I want to make is that if it's your turn to organize the celebration, like one of the celebrations that's going on now, I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but they put up a temporary tree, kind of like a Christmas tree, and they cover it with toys and practical things, markers and little baskets, all different kinds of things, and they have decorations hanging from it, and children participate, and there's like a cutting it down, and everybody grabs things. It's a lot of fun. Well, it would traditionally be held on a Sunday, but say in your neighborhood for some reason it's your year to organize it, and Sunday doesn't work for you, or maybe for your family or some of your best friends because you want as many people there as possible, you might change it to the Saturday or to the Friday. Well, the rest of town doesn't necessarily know that. Your neighborhood knows it because you've kind of communicated right there in your community. Or maybe you're in a smaller village in the Sacred Valley. Cusco City's kind of the capital city of the region. There's other small villages and towns around the Sacred Valley. We discovered in this one small town that we went to, they're having this celebration. Like, it's a Friday. Like, what's going on? And I really didn't understand why. And then a lady here in Cusco City who speaks very good English, she explained it to me. And now I see why I've had such a hard time figuring some things out. But today in Cusco City, that big celebration, it's a Sunday, and that's happening today in Cusco City. And in the main plaza, which is really was the heart of the Incan Empire for a long time, where these different trade routes came together. At one point, I don't want to say the name of the plaza because I'm afraid I'm not going to get it right, but it's the main plaza of Cusco City. There was a period of time that it was considered the navel of the world. The navel is like, your belly button, the center. Because these different trade routes came together at that center from the Amazon and from other parts of South America. So that's been historically a very central, important location. And today they're having that big celebration for the children in that plaza. Probably starting right about now, there's going to be a lot of spray foam and stuff going on. I might go down there in a bit. And then later tonight, up in our neighborhood, the celebrations will continue, and there'll be music and dancing and that kind of thing up in the San Blas neighborhood. So I'll probably go check some of that out. But then there'll be another big celebration next Sunday, I believe. It's more geared for the adults. So we'll just see how that all goes and how much of it I participate in. But I wanted to share that little bit of trivia about why it can be quite difficult to figure out when things are, and why, as a slow traveler, it makes a lot of sense to try to meet the people in your neighborhood, find people that you can ask these questions. You can't just like trust ChatGPT or DeepSeek or one of these AI things for it. These are not geared around tourists. These are local events, and they're really incredible, really, really fun, and we're having a great time. And I hope you are doing well, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And thank you for following along. I appreciate it, and I appreciate especially all the Peruvians who have been so helpful on TikTok and so generous with their comments and their how positive the responses have been. Means a lot to me. Have a great day. Bye-bye, friends.